Cheekyricho's Queen of Puddings. Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho's 300th video. Today we will be making Queen of Puddings. This delicious old-fashioned dessert is easy to make, quite economical. We will be making it in the Thermochef. The ingredients will be in the recipe box below. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is separate our eggs. This is how I like to separate my eggs. You can use an egg separator if you wish, but this is just as easy to do it this way. With clean hands, crack your egg into a bowl and just run it backwards and forwards through your fingers, dropping the white off as you go. And that way you have absolutely no white left on the yolk, and we put that to one side. With the white, we put that into the bowl we're going to be making our meringue with. If you ever break a yolk on an egg when you're separating it from meringue, do not use that egg for the meringue. You cannot have any fat at all with your meringue, otherwise it will not work. So just use it for something else. So just pick your yolk up, run it between your fingers. It's a bit slimy, but it's the most effective way of doing it. It's quite quick, and your fingers are a lot softer than what an eggshell would be to juggle this backwards and forwards with an eggshell. It's just a little hint. You don't have to do it that way, but I find it easier. There's our yolk, and our white goes into our Thermochef jug, and continue with the rest. Okay, with our eggs separated and put to one side, we're going to move on to our sponge cake. Now this is about 250 grams of sponge cake. I bought it short coated from the supermarket. All I'm going to do is break it up into chunks. You don't have to cut it, it's going to be part of the custard anyway, and lay it in the bottom of our casserole dish. A clear casserole dish is better for this because you can actually see the layers. You could of course make your own cake for this, but I got this quite cheap, and it's a useful way to use cake that's day old, or you've picked up cheap from the supermarket, or you just happen to have left over after a party or something. It's great to use this sort of cake for trifles, lamingtons, and we just tip it in there like so, and then we drop globs of our jam over the top of it. Not in any particular order. We're using strawberry jam here. You can use any flavoured jam that you like or that you have open at the time. I wouldn't suggest that you go and open a jar of jam just for this recipe. Okay, now to the Thermochef jug we are going to add our sugar. I'm using raw sugar. You could of course use any sugar that you like. Our vanilla extract, our egg yolks, and there you go, and our whole milk for our custard. So we're going to do it for 80 degrees for 1 minute on speed 5. Okay, our custard is made now. It's only just warm. We're going to pour this over our cake mixture. Just dribble it all over to soak up into the cake. It's not cooked at all. It will do its cooking in the oven. Pour it over so all of the cake has the benefit of coming into contact with this yummy custard. Sugar should be dissolved. Just push it down. Just pop it in the oven, 180 degrees, just while we prepare our meringue. Onto our meringue now. We have got our egg whites in our bowl with the butterfly bar inserted. We're going to put in a pinch of salt because that always makes the meringue work a bit better. It's better if you use room temperature eggs and leave the measuring cup out to allow it to aerate. Never exceed speed 4 with the butterfly bar in, and that's what we're going to do now. As it starts to whip, we're going to be drizzling in our castor sugar through the measuring cup and making a meringue. Quite frothy, we're going to drop our sugar in there now. Okay, after about 3 minutes, the meringue should look like this. It's holding its peaks well, and it's thoroughly dissolved the sugar. Move our Queen of Puddings from the oven, and it's just starting to set slightly. The cake has soaked up all of that custard, and now we are going to put our meringue on top. Put it back in the oven, 150 degrees, until the meringue's browned and the custard is set. And there's our Queen of Puddings, loaded with its meringue. Back into the oven, 150 degrees, for about 15 minutes or so. Just keep your eye on it because meringue tends to burn very quickly. It goes from being almost done to being way overdone in a very short time. So don't leave the kitchen at this point. Okay, after 20 minutes, our Queen of Puddings is fresh from the oven. Still got a slight wobble to it. If you can see that. Nice crusty meringue on the top. It's puffed up. Hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. Do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. Cheekyricho's Queen of Puddings. Okay, we're just going to serve some of our Queen of Puddings up. It's light, it's soft, and it's fluffy. And there you have it, Cheekyricho's Queen of Puddings. You've got a light, soft, cake-filled custard with the jam and the meringue. Let's have a taste, shall we? Wow, that's very good. Well worthy of my 300th video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for all of your support, your suggestions and your feedback. Do come back and visit us again soon. We've only just started. And thank you very much for watching. Cheekyricho's Queen of Puddings. Have a lovely day.